Good morning, Trailblazers. This is the Drobe, and welcome to my tutorial on how to find sapphires. For those of you who have not built your cobalt pickaxes yet, you do need 90 sapphires to complete such a thing, and this can be quite a daunting task if you do not know where to find them. So today I'm going to show you some tips and tricks on how to make this as quick and easy as possible. Okay, so you're probably thinking sapphires are blue. They should be next to the blue cobalt ore, correct? You are correct. The thing you are going to be looking for is the blue cobalt ore. However, there are some tricks to the actual ore piles themselves that you're going to want to look out for. The first thing you'll notice is that generally when you see the cobalt ore spots on the ground, there's going to be two different things that you're going to see. Sometimes you're going to see a regular blue spot by itself, and sometimes you're going to see red as well. That's going to be rubicite that's connected to the cobalt ore. If you see the red rubicite next to it, there is not going to be sapphires. So if you're only looking for sapphires, move on. You're not going to find them here. Okay, so you found yourself a nice little spot of cobalt sitting on the top. So you found sapphires, right? Not quite. The other thing that you're going to need to watch out for is once you've found that spot of cobalt, the vein itself needs to go straight down into the ground. If it's going along the edge or if it's getting all twisty and turny, you're probably not going to find sapphires. You're probably going to run into rubicite. I would generally keep digging until I see the red, but once you see that rubicite, you might as well just move on because there's no sapphires here either.
You know my daddy dug gates for his whole life and he never knew nothing more. Yeah, and his daddy done the dig like his old man who dug before the war. And no, she couldn't have known till I was born. My poor mama, God rest her soul. Like them, I come out digging. Well, I was laying out wire on number 9 now as she came down to earth. And she was talking real loud all about how she was gonna save the universe. I went and snuck a little peek in her blue eyes, and words just aren't enough. Oh, she had me off and running. Yeah, she did. Could it be that I got bored or lonely? Could it be that I'm just dumb and horny? Could it be that Lady Luck has smiled herself on me? Could it be?
Okay, so here we are. This one looks promising. We're going to go ahead and start digging around it. Now, generally, you're not going to dig like this. What I'm doing is I'm actually going to clear around the vein so that I can show you what it does here. As you can see, it's going straight down into the ground and not, twisting and turning all over the place. You don't see any red. You don't see any other blue that's connected to it. It's just going straight down. So give me just a moment here. I'm going to clear out a big old fat hole so we can actually take a look at this thing. Okay, so here we are at the bottom of our big ass hole, and we have finally found some sapphires, my friends. Let me go ahead and clear out some of these rocks around it here. And as you can see, the sapphire itself is a much darker blue, or on some graphic settings, depending on what you've got it set on and what your graphics card is and whatnot, it could show up as almost black. But it's not going to be shiny like the cobalt. It's that dull dark blue or black color that you're going to see. Okay, so now that we've got our sapphires ready to go, let's go ahead and get those mined and into our inventory. I ended up getting sapphires on 3 swings on this particular vein. I got 15 and then 14 and then 1. So I ended up with 30 sapphires off of this vein, which is actually pretty good. It's sort of on the higher end. You can expect between about 20 to 30 per vein. So you're going to need 3 to 4 veins to get enough for your pick. Make sure to get all the cobalt on the way out. You're going to need a lot of that for your pick, as well as it's a very good building material. It looks really nice. It's got a neat texture and color to it. The last thing you guys probably noticed about that was that I did all of my mining out in the desert area. That is on purpose. I generally don't do my mining in the forested areas because you have a lot of foliage and things that gets in the way. It's hard to see the ores. Whereas out in the desert, you can just see forever. You can see the ore just sitting right on top of the ground. It's very quick, very easy to find everything you need really quickly. Thank you so much for watching. I will be doing another video on rubies as well because I know that those are very difficult to find as the sapphires can be. And so be sure to check that out, and definitely be sure to check out my live stream at twitch.tv/the drobe.